The Legal Cultures of the Subsoil Database is a repository of information and documents where you will find legal and political actions that different actors have taken in the context of disputes over large-scale mining. This video provides a brief, practical guide on how to get the most out of it for your own research. It is available online in English and Spanish. The database contains information on 8 mining projects in Central America and Mexico, exemplifying scores of similar cases across Latin America. There are 3 different ways of accessing information on each project. First, you can locate each project geographically with the map on the front page of the database. Clicking on each mining icon opens a box with basic data on each mining project and links to the dedicated extractive project page in the database. For example, let's take the Escobal project in Guatemala. A timeline is also available for each project from the map icon and on the extractive page. This enables you to see the chronology of the conflicts surrounding each mining project. For example, with the Escobal project, you can see the Entre Mares subsidiary began exploration work in 1997. And more recently in 2017, the Guatemalan Supreme Court ordered the temporary suspension of Tahoe Resources' exploitation license, pending a consultation process with local indigenous communities. The timeline also has hyperlinks to the database pages for specific legal and political actions. For example, in 2013, the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights petition filed by the Council of Mayan and Xinca Peoples leads you to the page in the database containing more details and a link to related documents. A second way to seek information on a particular mining project is to go back to the bottom of the introductory page and click on the Extractive Project button. For example, if you are looking for information on the Escobal project in Guatemala, this takes you to the dedicated Extractive Project page just as we did earlier from the map. Extractive project pages contain detailed information on each project, including companies involved, resources mined, and phase of the project. Further down, there are links to the chronologically listed legal actions, political actions, and published reports on the mine, as well as a list of supporting references. The list of legal actions contains institutional initiatives such as legislation, as well as actions by companies, local populations, NGOs, and human rights lawyers. For example, the development of Guatemala's mining laws are described in 1997 to 2015 mining laws and amendments. This provides a brief description of the legislative process, as well as the type of action and actors involved. It also provides links to key legal artifacts. The legal artifact link allows you to access key documents related to each legal action. For example, this link gives you access to texts of Guatemalan mining legislation. Wherever possible, web links to and downloads of the legal artifacts are included. This allows you to scrutinize in detail source material. An example of a legal action initiated by the affected communities and NGOs is the 2008 to 2018 constitutional challenges to Guatemalan mining laws. This legal process ultimately led to a key constitutional court decision in 2018, which suspended the Escobal mine. The ruling also set an important precedent, stipulating that consultation with indigenous communities had to be carried out in line with the local Xinca people's forms of law and governance. Legal actions also include legal-like actions, such as the 2014 Permanent People's Tribunal hearing on Canadian mining in Latin America. This page briefly describes a civil society initiative with links to the legal artifact of the ruling of the People's Tribunal. Further down the extractive page, political actions link to pages covering actions such as protests and opposition mobilization practices that have taken place alongside legal mobilization. A third way to find information relevant to your research is via the database search button at the bottom of the introduction page. The search page enables you to conduct full text searches of the database and then filter the results. For example, searching suspension produces several pages containing this term. To narrow the results, you can apply filters. For example, the box above the search box allows you to filter pages according to whether you wish to search in extractive project pages, legal actions, or legal artifacts. You can apply other filters on both left and right by ticking boxes, for example, by choosing the country, Guatemala. This limits results to those pages applying to projects, actions, and documents in Guatemala. Add or remove other filters such as natural resource, company, type of legal action, human rights violated or claimed, and jurisdiction to narrow results. For example, if you are interested in pages relating to how consultation has featured in different legal actions and jurisdictions, enter the search term consultation. Then on the right, select, for example, constitutional proceedings from the list type of action. This gives results in Mexico, Guatemala, and Honduras. By clicking on Guatemala, you can locate constitutional legal actions related to consultation processes in all cases or just Escobal. This is another way of finding the legal actions and artifacts that we explored earlier. To get the most out of the database, it is best to experiment with the different access points according to the type of information you are interested in. There's also more information available on the page about the database, including how to cite the database. Finally, we welcome feedback on the database to make it as useful as possible to different users. There's a very brief feedback questionnaire on the front page of the database, so please take 5 minutes to help us strengthen this resource. Also, if you have found the database interesting, please share links to it with partner organizations or colleagues who may also be interested. We hope this video helps you get the most out of the database.